us. It's Kayla Blood from the Monster Jam. Hello.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Well, it's so great to see you. So great to see you, Kayla. So, you're from right down the street in Lafayette. So I got to know, how does a girl go from Lafayette, Louisiana to being a high-profile driver for the Monster Jam?
Well, I tell you what, life has been crazy rides for sure. I started off, as a young athlete running track and stuff in high school, and that led me going to college on a scholarship. And ultimately, I've just been very motivated my whole life just to beat the boys and like always be the best at everything I did, no matter if it was track or whatever it was. So after I had gotten a track scholarship, things didn't really work out for me in college, so I ended up dropping out. And unfortunately, I was in a bad place after that. And that's where I made the decision to redirect my life and join the Louisiana National Guard. And that is the best decision I ever made for myself, because I would not be where I am today without doing that. During my time in the National Guard, I got involved in combatives and mixed martial arts. And I loved it. And I loved getting out there in the cage. And I loved the adrenaline rush. And I've kind of been a tomboy growing up all my life. So it was like nothing new to me to go out there and rumble with the guys. So after doing that, I had 2 fights. I was 2-0. And that's about the time I started to meet my husband. And we ended up getting pregnant from a little boy. His name is Austin, and he's 9 years old now. But I decided to kind of put fighting aside and take up one of his hobbies, that was racing ATV motocross. Well, I like racing and I have a need for speed, obviously, so it was right on my alley. And I ended up winning like 2 championships in ATVs and thriving in the motorsport industry. And I loved it. I love motors. I love power. I love the family and everything about it. And like I said, it's just crazy how life works. And you just go through one thing. You don't expect what God gives you next and what other doors are going to open, but you got to give 100% in all you do and never give up. And that's exactly what I did. I took ATV racing. We had Monster Jam competitions that we would go race our ATVs in and compete, just like like an intermission show and stuff. So we were just there to have fun. And that was it. We loved it. We loved going and seeing all the fans and them coming in autographs from us. I was like, oh, wow, I'm like famous. They're wanting autographs. And I'm just little old me riding my four-wheeler while we have Monster Jam drivers and big monster trucks around us. I never thought that I could possibly be in their shoes, be driving a Monster Jam truck or anything like that. Like, I was just there having a good time. So about a week after we did Monster Jam, this was 6 years ago, and it's going to be 6 years ago to this day when we do Monster Jam in New Orleans. We were there riding my ATVs, and they called me a week after and said, hey, we've seen you with the fans, and we've seen you riding your ATV, and you were fast, and you look like very competitive and athletic. So we would like to know if you want to audition to drive a Monster Jam truck. Oh my goodness. I looked at my husband and I was like, I'm sorry, but I got a phone call. They want me to go drive a Monster truck. And he's like, what?
Yeah.
But it was so amazing. And like I said, God just opens up different doors that you didn't know was there. And so I took every opportunity that I could get with Monster Jam, and they brought me out to Monster Jam University. And Tom Mintz, we call him the professor. He pretty much taught me everything I know. And I will never forget him getting inside my Monster Jam truck with me and going show me how to shift the gears when I'm racing. And he was very adamant on making a racer out of me. And I think he might regret that a little bit after this past weekend, because I may have beat him.
All right.
Yes, right. So it's so crazy. But they say, your mentors, they end up coming your competition. And I did not know it was going to happen this soon. But
Amazing.
it's been an absolute insane ride. And I'm so ready to go back to New Orleans and just be where it all started. And they always say that your home show is a hit or miss, whether you do good or not. So I'm praying that I have a good turnout. You never know what to expect, so you just got to try to start the show off on the best note as possible. And, like I did last weekend, we were in East Rutherford. It was my first show out after a year and a half of not driving. I just went out there to shake off the rust. I was like, you know what? I want to win, of course, because that's who I am. But I'm going to try to figure out where I am now and all this. But I went out there and won racing. And it was insane, yes. And so the rest of the show was awesome. And the weather was bad at first, and it turned out great. It's just really amazing how things work out. And here we are now about to go into New Orleans, and I'm super excited. And I have tons of family and friends like wanting to come, and I'm just getting more and more nervous as it gets closer. So I'm trying to, woo.
That's awesome. So with your love of all things with motors, I'm thinking back a couple weeks, like I know right around Father's Day where, there was the Gravedigger on Kevin Harvick's NASCAR and kind of that tie-in. Would you ever, if they came to you and said, hey, how do you feel about getting in a stock car and trying this out? Would you ever do anything like that?
When are we flying out? Get my flight ready to go.
That's a big old yes, right?
Yes, absolutely. And one thing that I've always kind of been interested in is rally cars. Like, I would love to get out there and just whip around and do donuts, and that would be amazing. So if an opportunity ever comes my way, I will never turn that down.
That's amazing. So you had mentioned that you just went back to East Rutherford. It was the first time in 16 months that you guys are out there doing this. So let's pretend for a second that we did not have a year with COVID. I know the Monster Jam schedule can be pretty crazy. So what is that like pre-COVID?
Okay, so for me, I did the Triple Threat Monster Jam tour. So, and that's where we raced the side-by-sides, the ATVs, and the Monster Jam trucks all in one show. So within the show, we're switching vehicles, we're changing out gear for ATV racing. So that's a whole different field, a whole different event and element that I was used to going into the stadium this past weekend. So, and we're all given different opportunities as drivers, whether it be in the Triple Threat tour or just an arena setting or a stadium setting. And I was offered the opportunity for the stadium setting this past weekend, and it was the first time that I've been in a stadium since 2016, and 2 times altogether. So that's pretty magnificent in itself, just to go from the arena setting to the stadium setting, and the fans and the amount of people and the noise. It's just, It pumps you up so much, and it's absolutely incredible.
Yeah. So now that we're kind of coming out of COVID, but certain places still have restrictions. Are there restrictions as far as Monster Jam? Like I know here at the Superdome, they're billing it as the first event that's 100% capacity in the last 16 months. But are you going into other places that still have the restrictions?
Right. No, so okay, of course there are rules and things that we have to do for COVID and stuff, but we will not have a pit party, unfortunately.
Right.
But we are excited to be back there and give as much as we can to the fans, because we know everybody wants to see the Monster Jam trucks. We want to get everybody out there and have good family times and make memories and stuff, and try to put this awful year behind us. But like it just seems like one thing after the other, but we're just going to keep on fighting forward and day by day.
Nice. So when you get to a different city for Monster Jam, do you get to get out and enjoy the city at all, or is it just you're at the stadium or the arena or whatever, and it's all work and no play?
Of course, last year we were able to do more of exploring and stuff like that. This year they kind of want us to stay kind of in close quarters, just so we're not around too many people and getting having the chance to get anything. But we just enjoy going to different cities. I know for me, being home for a year, I love traveling, and I love going to different cities every weekend, and it's just awesome to be able to look at your hotel room and see a different city, and just I love it. And just so it was nice being able to do that again.
So when you stop here in New Orleans, is there anywhere you're going to sneak away to and go check out?
I don't know. I can't say that just yet, so I might. I have family and friends coming, so I know if everything goes right Saturday night, even if it doesn't go right, we're all going to be excited to be there, and they're there to give me the support. And I'm so thankful for all of the support and love that I've been getting from all my family and friends lately. And it's going to be awesome to be there. I can't wait, and we'll see what happens.
Well, let me ask this. If you go into the Superdome and you just have a great night at Monster Jam and you win, are we going to see you on Bourbon Street afterward? That's the question.
I mean, I have a couple of different hair colors in my drawer, so I might throw a different hair color and run out there. Nobody will recognize me.
There you go. And nobody would think a thing of it here. We see metallic wigs and all kinds of good stuff. So.
Oh, yeah. They don't know what I'm going to show up with. Purple, red, blonde. I might show up with turquoise. Who knows?
Perfect. So when we have country artists come by the radio station, we like to play a game called 101 Seconds. And this is like a rapid fire game. It's rarely 101 seconds. That's just what we call it. But I thought, there's no reason we can't play 101 seconds with Kayla Blood, right? So are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. First thing that comes to mind, Coke or Pepsi?
A Coke.
Red wine or white wine?
Red.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Hot or iced?
Hot.
Salsa, queso, or guacamole?
Ooh, salsa.
Black beans or refried beans?
Black beans.
Crawfish or crabs?
Crawfish.
Red beans and rice or jambalaya?
Red beans and rice.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall?
Oh, spring.
Lake or ocean?
Ocean.
Football, basketball, or baseball?
Basketball.
Do you got a favorite team?
Well, it's been up and down here lately, but you know what? It's whoever's doing good at the time. I just love basketball and love watching basketball, and it's pretty cool as my family's starting to get into it. So we're becoming like a basketball family now, but it's all.
So today you're a Milwaukee Bucks fan, I think is safe to say.
That I actually didn't get to watch the game because I had things to do last night. So yeah, I guess you could say that.
There you go. There you go. Dogs or cats?
Yeah, I love dogs, but I have 2 cats.
Do you have any dogs?
No, I have bad luck with dogs.
Oh. Does your toilet paper go over the roll or back behind the wall?
Over the roll.
That's the correct answer. Do you like country music or rock and roll?
Rock and roll.
Who's your favorite band?
Let's see. Well, I'm kind of like into like all the 311s and Revelation and all those people right now, but you know, it's a little softer than the rock, but that's what we're kind of into. Vacation vibes right now.
There you go. What's the last album you listened to?
The 311 album, it came out in 2019. There's a couple of them that we've been listening to. Honestly, I'm very bad at songs and the name of songs, but I have it on my playlist and I know which one that I like.
There you go. You know, they used to have 311 Day here in New Orleans, like where the band 311 would come play. So maybe they'll start doing that again. Who knows? Who knows?
Please do. Please do.
So what's your favorite? Do you have an all-time favorite movie?
All-time favorite movie? Not really. I mean, I love all the Fast and Furiouses, of course, but anything, I like scary movies. And so I'm a big scary movie fan, fast movie fan, adrenaline movie, drama.
Is there a show that you binge watch?
I don't necessarily binge watch, but when I'm on the airplane, I like to stay occupied with a series, and I'm currently watching Manifest, and it's pretty cool.
There you go. And that is 101 Seconds with Kayla Blood. Good job. The best part about playing with somebody and calling it 101 Seconds with Kayla Blood is you get all the answers correct every time. So there you go. And we're going to see you on Saturday, July 31st at the Superdome. Lafayette, Acadiana going to be representing here in New Orleans.
Who dat? Let's do it.
Who dat? Go Kayla, and that's a GEAUX. Go Kayla.
Yeah.
Any parting thoughts or words?
You guys, I'm so excited to go to the Superdome, and like I said, it's been 6 years. It's going to be 6 years to that day. I'm so excited to get out there. It's going to be a ball of emotions coming out there in my Monster Jam truck, and you know, everything just comes full circle. So here we are. I'm ready. You guys get your tickets. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm just thinking, like, it just popped in my head, like here a couple of weeks ago, we had the huge fight that Justin Poirier just won. You're from the same area. I mean, we got to keep these Acadiana people just rolling. And so you come on in here to New Orleans and you show people who's boss.
Absolutely. You got it.
Awesome. Kayla Blood, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. Have a good one.